GoPro camera battery freak show. This is the first GoPro camera that I bought. This is the camera number 8, and I bought this in, I believe it was late September of 2021. At the same time, I bought 2 additional batteries. It came with one GoPro OEM battery, and so I bought an additional 2 OEM GoPro batteries, so we have 3 identical OEM batteries. I bought the OEM battery charger, which came with an OEM USB cord. It did not come with a power supply, so I used it with this Apple power supply, not because I like Apple, but because I think, generally speaking, Apple makes a good quality power supply, and I don't think anybody would argue that this is a cheap, unreliable power supply that would cause a failure. This outputs 5.2 volts at 2.4 amps, and this charger calls for 5 to 5.5 volts at 3 amps. So the voltage range is correct, and it just charges a little bit slower because this does not output a full 3 amps. So I used this camera quite a bit. I got a lot of use out of this camera over the last couple of years. I think it was last year, I lost, physically due to user error, one of the batteries, so I was left with only 2 batteries. At that time, I discovered I could not buy a new battery anymore because GoPro stopped making them. And you can buy a flaky knockoff third-party battery, but I really don't trust those when it comes to the lithium batteries. So I was forced to replace the camera at that time because 2 batteries is just not enough to keep filming continuously with one of these, because they don't last quite long enough. With the 3, I could kind of get by a lot of usage, but not with the 2. So I bought a new camera, a new GoPro camera number 12. I got 4 batteries for it. I can continuously record with it. But this one, I decided to keep it just to use for secondary shots, or I use it in the car sometimes because you can plug it in without the battery and film in the car for an extended period of time. So it still served a purpose, and I still use it on occasion. Not as much as I used to, but it sees use every month or so. Now, as far as the batteries go, I have always handled the batteries properly. I use the OEM charging equipment. I let the batteries cool down completely before recharging, etc. Now, I get a lot of people defending the safety of lithium batteries, and I personally don't defend the safety of lithium batteries. I think they're pretty dangerous, and I think it's outrageous that we have not been able to have a better, more safe battery chemistry available, but that's a whole different story. So needless to say, I take a lot of precautions with these things. I use them very carefully. I handle them carefully. I store them in a fireproof bag, and I've had quite a few of them expand on me. I've never had one actually explode. I've seen them explode at work, but I've never actually had one explode in my personal use case. But I have had them expand. So these batteries were working fine. They've worked fine for the last 3 years. I noticed in more recent times, if it had been a while since I've charged them, it would get a little flaky after like 20 or 30% remains. But as long as I charged it up before use, it worked fine. So I went to use this camera the other day. Took this battery, and I went to put it in the camera. And the battery didn't fit. So I got out the other one. Goes right in. This battery is all swollen. Not much, but it's enough to be a problem. See the difference between the two? This one is swelling. It probably doesn't fit in the charger either. Nope. Doesn't fit in the charger. So now I only have one battery left. This I will dispose of that immediately. And now I just have one battery, and I can no longer purchase batteries for this camera. So unfortunately the usefulness of this camera has declined even more, which is a shame because it's a 3-year-old camera. It takes great videos. I was perfectly content with this camera and had no intention on replacing it. I didn't need a new one. This one took plenty good videos, but not good. So I just wanted to show this because I thought it was notable. A lot of people blame these lithium battery failures on cases of misuse or abuse, and this is a situation where the battery has been used properly. I bought it brand new. It's always been charged in the OEM charging equipment. I let it cool off before I recharge it. I don't throw it around and beat it up. It's handled gently and properly 100% of the time, and it still failed. It's not good. This is why I really don't like these batteries, and I think that we need a different battery chemistry that's not as volatile as these lithium batteries are. Oh, there's the date code. 8/20/2019. So actually this battery sat for some time before I got it. I wonder if they're both the same. Huh. Interesting. So this is well, that's really interesting. I wish I had that third battery now, because I don't know if this was the battery that came with the camera or if this was one of the two that I bought separately. But I did buy the camera in late 2021, so this one sat for a couple months before I bought it, but this one sat for well over a year before I bought it. I wonder if that has something to do with it, because we do know that batteries don't like to sit idle for extended periods of time. 8/20/2019. That's very interesting. Lithium ion 00. Made by, the heck is that brand? Dongguan Amperex Technology Limited in China. Oh, they're different. Made by Shenzhen BYD Lithium Battery Company Limited in China. I am familiar with BYD. BYD made cordless phone batteries for a period of time. I forget what years. I don't know if it's the same brand as this or not, because this is BYD Lithium Battery Company. But that's interesting. So we've got two different OEMs for these batteries. They're both official GoPro batteries, but Dongguan Amperex Technology does not seem to make a very good battery. Not good. I'd feel much better if these batteries are made in Japan. Some of those early Japanese batteries from Sony, like the Lithium batteries, I mean, there's some of those that are 25 years old and they still work perfectly good. The Japanese made cells are definitely much better quality than these ones made in China. You got to be very careful with these things and never leave them charging unattended or anything like that, because you just don't know. It's a very, very volatile chemistry.